Thrill your guests with this smoky patty jollof rice. Everyone will love it. So keep watching. Let's begin. First, you want to prepare the pepper mix. Clean everything up, remove the seed from the peppers. It can make your sauce bitter, and then cut them up like this. You can roast in the oven or simply boil, and once the water is dry like this, your pepper mix is set. The meat stock is important, so cook your protein of choice. I'm using chicken. Add your onion, some thyme, you can use dry thyme, garlic and ginger, some seasoning and salt. Mix this well and then cover to steam for about 15 to 20 minutes. I'm working with hard chicken, so it takes time to cook. 20 minutes later, you can now add some water and cook until the meat is tender. Once the meat is cooked, separate the meat from the stock and pass the stock through a sieve. We need it for our jollof rice. Today's special hug is for Animat Jubril, watching from Kwara State in Nigeria. I'm glad you love the recipes. Please let me know where you're watching from so I can send you a hug in my next video. So next, I'm going to fry the meat in some oil. I'm using hard chicken and it's barely got some flesh on it. So the trick here is to crank up the heat so it browns outside faster without the interior getting too dry. Reduce the oil you have in the pan if it is too much, and then fry some onion. You can also add shallot. Shallot brings this sweetness balance to your jollof rice. Now fry your dry spices together with the onion as well. That was some thyme, bay leaf and seasoning before you go in with your tomato paste. Fry the tomato paste for a solid 10 minutes. You don't want this to be sour. Now if you prefer to roast your bell peppers, you can do that without an oven as well by greasing your pan and then go in with the bell pepper. You want to face it down and cover. After about 10 minutes, you want to flip. Do this on medium-high heat. Keep going until it is charred just like this. This is another way to prep your pepper mix if you don't like the boiling method. So now transfer this into your blender and blend. Once the tomato paste is properly fried, go in with your pepper mix. Mix this properly and allow this to fry on very low heat while you prep the rice. Add some rice into a bowl, go in with some hot water and let it soak for about 3 minutes. I'm using basmati rice, so you don't want to soak this too much so it is not soggy. Drain the rice and clean it properly with cold water and salt to remove any excess starch. So whether you are using long grain parboiled rice or basmati rice, wash your rice properly to get rid of starch. You don't want to parboil your rice for jollof rice before cooking. No, it won't have enough time to absorb all of the sauce and smokiness. So introduce your rice, cook it for the first 10 minutes, come back, give it a good mix, and now you can adjust with seasoning if necessary. Stir this well, cover with some foil and let it do its thing. You need steam for your jollof rice, not water. 20 minutes later, remove the foil, fluff out the rice to release the steam, and then go in with some stew. Please set some stew aside before you add the rice, and then go in with your butter, tomatoes, and onion. Once it melts, mix this together, cover this for the smokiness to circulate, and your jollof rice is ready. To make the coleslaw, you need some cabbage and carrot. With these two ingredients, your coleslaw is ready, but I like to go extra. I add some baked beans and eggs. You can also add corned beef if you prefer. Slice everything up, cut the cabbage as thin as you can, grate the carrot and layer them up in a bowl just like this. Start with the cabbage, the carrots, the baked beans, just like that until everything is done. Now transfer this into a refrigerator to cool down, and when it is time to serve, you can now go in with your mayonnaise and some apple. I like to do this when I'm having this by itself, but when I'm serving this with jollof rice, I serve plain with the rice. I hope you enjoy. Bye.